Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I guess this video is more of just like a life update. Right now, I'm at All Star Sports, the Disney resort, because my mom is at a conference. She wanted to borrow my car, and she had the hotel, like she got the hotel to be able to go to the conference. And we staying here so that I can take the Disney transportation to work because I'm in Disney Springs. So I have not made a video in a while, but I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys because life has been so overwhelming and I never know where to start or where to go. And I have all of these video ideas, and I feel like the ones that work out the best are the ones that are mostly just like vlogging. But I just wanted to give you a life update. And I think I've said that maybe 3 times now. If you're new to my channel, my name's Issa. I'm a disabled writer and advocate. I graduated with my master's in communication studies last spring with a focus on disability culture and identity. I'm currently a participant in the Disney College program, which my program ends next month, which is insane to think about. And yeah, life's pretty crazy. So the last video I did that had like a life update, I just announced that I'm going to be doing guest relations at the end of January. Now I am a month away from finishing my program, and I am so excited to announce, first off, I love my job. I love guest relations. It is such a good match for me. I love my team. I have genuinely, like, this is one of the most supportive leaderships that I have had, because I'm going to tell you about the stuff that I've been dealing with my disability stuff lately. And it's mostly just mobility aids, but it shows how different a mobility aid, the difference a mobility aid can make. But yeah, they are incredibly supportive. They're always wanting to listen. I'm learning every day. I'm growing. And I do genuinely enjoy my job. With that said, I want to announce that I will be staying at least until August. I'm put on something called a project hire. This is the first time that they've been able to offer that to college program guest relations people. And so it's effectively the same as a TA as far as I understand. If you're not aware of all of that information, I'm still learning about it, so I don't really feel like I have enough understanding to explain it. But the point is, I am going to be staying at least until August, and then we'll see if that gets pushed further after August. But I'm super excited. I am especially excited about having like all the full-time benefits, getting a main entrance pass, and being able to bring other people to the parks beyond my like little Chip and Dale passes, which it's a whole separate thing. And insurance, oh my gosh, I'll get insurance. I'll feel like a grown-up. So all good things, all really good things that are coming my way, because oh my gosh. Now let's get into the life stuff, guys. So let's start off mid-early February, my smart drive. So if you're not aware, I have a wheelchair with a smart drive, which is a power assist. My smart drive gave up the ghost. It's gone. It does not work. It won't turn on. It has been a fight since February, and this is video I'm recording it on like April 13th. Since February, trying to get this thing fixed. And I cannot push myself from the parking lot to work, go to work, and then push myself all the way back to the parking lot every single day. And so it's been bad. It's been really, really bad trying to figure out how I'm going to function. In October, I was having issues with my smart drive. I was hoping it was just a charger issue, and I got a new charger, but so I got this power chair as like a backup because my grandma needed a power chair. So it's technically my grandma's power chair that she uses when we go out. And it's also my backup. So if anything happened to my chair, that I would have something at least. And it's been fine, except it's not supposed to be used every day. And so because it's being used every day, the battery isn't working like as well as it needs to be working. And it doesn't last all day. And when it dies quickly. And So the chair wasn't lasting my entire shifts. I had to walk my chair back to the car a couple times. There was one point last week, or like almost 2 weeks ago now, I guess, where I forgot the battery for the power chair because I don't bring the full power chair into my house. I forgot the battery at my house. So I had to walk all the way to work. And thankfully, one of my sisters was able to bring me my manual chair, and I just pushed myself around at work. And it's just, I'm pushing my body, I was pushing my body so much because I was trying to preserve the battery. So I was walking more, I was parking the chair and walking around more in the welcome center where I work. And it's just, it causes so much brain fog and pain and fatigue. There's no way for me to be able to do that sustainably. And in addition to this, I'm also on some new medications for mental health stuff and to help me sleep and with nightmares. And there's a chance that that's causing some heart issues, or there's just a chance that I'm just having really weird heart rate issues because the medication I'm on, the only side effect that it should have is that it lowers my blood pressure. But I'm like having POTS-esque type symptoms where I stand up and my blood, my heart rate just skyrockets. And it's not all the time, and it's not every time, but some days I just wake up and I feel horrible. And it doesn't help when I was sitting down, standing up a lot for my power chair. So that's been fun. But luckily, I talked to one of my leaders about it because it's one of those issues of trying to balance how much information you want to disclose. I had just been told that I get to stay, and I don't want to give them any reason to be like, oh yeah, she can't do this. And I signed up for a thing that's going to require more battery to be able to wander around the springs and help people out. And I'm supposed to do training for that, but I can't do that with my current wheelchair situation. So it's been really rough. But thankfully my leaders are really understanding, and my one leader offered to let me just keep my manual chair at work. And I hate having it away from me. I hate not having access to it because then I can't use it to go to the store or to do any of the things that I normally would do. Where I can push myself for short distances, but at least I have it for work. And oh my God, it's making such a big difference on my pain management. And I just feel better. I feel like I have more energy. I'm still exhausted. I'm still incredibly fatigued. I tried to go to the park yesterday, and oh my gosh. I tried to go to the park yesterday, and I'm exhausted. I couldn't do it. It is, part of the issue is I'm so tired, and it's not I'm actively tired, I'm actively feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, or I'm actively in pain. It's just a constant state of duress. So I'm just not enjoying things. I don't enjoy going out. I don't enjoy going to the park, and I'm not I can't do it. Because, and maybe it's because partly I'm calculating in my head what it's going to cost me in the long run, and then I still can't sleep. So medication is helping with that, but it's just gross. It's a gross feeling. And I don't know how much of the heart rate issues and some of the fatigue that I've been experiencing and the brain fog is from my COVID that I had in September. Because there could be a large part of it that's from the COVID, that it's just triggered these things. And then I'm trying to get into doctors, and that's frustrating to no end because I try to see this GI, and I went to the GI, and he literally said, I don't know what mitochondrial disease is, so I won't be able to help you. And then he had the audacity of sending me a bill. I'm like, sir, you openly, you could have just Googled it. You could have just said, hey, mitos, I looked into it. Mito's not my specialty. I think you should go someplace else. But this man literally is I have no concept whatsoever what mitochondrial disease is. And I'm just, and then you want to charge me? You could have just called me up and said, hey, you're not in my specialty. I'm not going to take you. And no, Instead, I had to take a whole morning out of my day to go to this appointment, wait forever for them to get me in, have me stand on the weirdest scale ever. It's like an Amazon scale with a walker around it. It was not a pleasant experience, but he's like, you should go to a kid's GI, because what it sounds like you have is like a kid's disorder. I'm like, oh my God, it's not. But so far, Florida healthcare has not been great. My neurologist has been fairly okay. I saw them once, and they got me all of the referrals I needed for a wheelchair, and for physical therapy and that kind of stuff. So part of the issue is that my Smart Drive and my wheelchair are 4.5 years old, and which means that they're like on the cusp of being able to be renewed. And so I wanted to start that process because it took so long last time. And I know I'm talking all over the place, but this is just insight into the life that I've been dealing with lately, and I just kind of want to vent. But my wheelchair, like, I got the referral for a wheelchair specialist person, but they didn't take my insurance. So then we reached out to the insurance. They sent us to a different person. This person is like, we've never done anything with Smart Drive before. We don't know anything about Smart Drive, but we'll try to do it. So right now they're supposed to be working on it, and I did the physical therapy thing. I saw them in the office, and then that was last week, and he said, yeah, I'll have my guy for the fitting come over, and he'll fit you, and you'll talk about all the things that you need customized for your chair and the power assist options. And I'm like, what power assist options? It's the Smart Drive. I have had this approved by insurance before. I believe that it'll be insurance will approve it again, as far as I hope. But that is what works best for me, and I'm having to advocate for myself the best I can, but it is extremely difficult. And so I haven't heard back from his fitting guy, and I keep calling him. I'm like, I'm going to be as annoying as possible until you get me my chair, because I need my chair. I need to be able to be functional. I cannot continue doing this long term, and I'm really lucky that I've been able to handle it so well so far, but I feel like I'm falling apart. Like, genuinely feel like I'm falling apart. And I'm just trying to stay engaged and excited about all of the things in my life. But anyway, I got a text back from him yesterday. It was like, we're still doing research on the power assist on the Smart Drive, and he doesn't feel comfortable doing the fitting until he can do more research. I'm like, what research? And I may just be ignorant. That could be it, and impatient. But I have been dealing with this since February, and they refuse to fix the Smart Drive that I currently have. Nobody that takes my insurance can fix the Smart Drive. And I'm supposed to go to DC. I am going to DC next month, and this power chair that I have is not going to work for DC. If it when it decides that it's going to die. I got to the hotel, I had 3 bars. I got to the pool at the hotel, I had 0 bars. It just decided to die. And I can't do that in DC. If you saw my video of last time I went to DC, my Smart Drive died, and that was user error. That was me not thinking things through. This I cannot handle. So now I have to call all around to DC trying to find a place that I can rent a scooter and see if I can afford to rent the scooter. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. There's been a lot of stress in my life lately. On the upside, I have started officially raising money for my next service dog, my future service dog, which is going to be a mobility and medical alert service animal. I'm doing portraits. So these are some of the puppy portraits. They're $15 for a pet, and then $10 for a service animal. And it's per pet, if you guys are interested. I don't even know if anyone's going to be watching this video, but if you're interested, reach out to me. My Instagram specifically would be a really great place, and I would love to do them. They're so cute. I love these dogs, and it has been a highlight. But I have run out of commissions because I run through them really quickly because I enjoy them, and I've been reading a lot, just trying to distract myself mostly lately. And then pretty much all of March I dedicated to finishing my autoethnography, which I did. I'm so proud of myself. I did it while I was on medication. I didn't do it all in one day. I am really proud. There's definitely stuff in the autoethnography that I worked on not in undergrad, during my master's program, and I never finished. And there are things in it that I could change and I could grow, but I submitted it for a conference. So I'm really proud of myself. I did it outside of school. I did it without being dependent on mania or hypomania. And I did the thing. And I'm kind of proud of myself for that. So I'm running out of things to distract me. I started a new knitting project. I packed so much stuff because I had yesterday off. And I was like, I'll go to the park, but I also want to do stuff that's going to be, I want to have things to distract me. So I started a new knitting project. I don't really like how it's turning out, but I think I'm going to continue doing it because I put in several hours of work on this. And I have my camera and I want to do videos, but there's so much stuff going on. It's hard for me to even think about what I want to talk about. I mean, I also have tons of things I want to talk about. Six of Crows came out. I love Six of Crows. I keep calling it Six of Crows. The Shadow and Bone TV Netflix series. I am obsessed with Six of Crows, the book duology, and there are things that I wish to speak on. But every time I try to speak on them, my brain goes to mush. And I want to do things. I want to do things that I enjoy doing, like my YouTube, and I want to do yoga. I want to do yoga again. I used to have this routine when I was in grad school, but unfortunately, with just the way that my body is lately, I'm so tired all of the time, and the weather has been so inconsistent, and I'm just sore. All of my limbs are popping all of the time, except for the one spot in my back that I want to pop so bad, and it hurts so bad. But it's just been, I'm trying not to whine. I feel like this entire thing is venting. That's what it is. We're communally venting. It's communal coping. It's someone, if you have the same experiences, that maybe you can share in some catharsis of seeing that there's someone else out there dealing with the same thing. And I'm very lucky, and I love my job. And I'm very, very lucky that I have a job with leadership that supports me, and I have a family that is supporting me through all of this. And everyone has been super understanding, but it's tiring. It's really, really tiring. And I tried dating a little bit in February or March or something like that, early March, and I don't have the time or energy. That's the thing. I don't want to have to explain to a new person in my life about all of this stuff that I'm dealing with. I don't have the energy to go to the parks or to do these dates, and I don't have the energy to deal with meeting someone and dealing with all of the pressures expected of just hanging out at the house. If we Netflix and chill, I genuinely just want to chill. I want to sit and talk and enjoy a piece of media together. That is what I want to do, but that is not what people want to do. And this is why I don't date. It's so much work, and I feel like I have such little experience dating, and it makes me seem childish, but it's because I genuinely don't have time or energy to deal with constantly playing that back and forth game, when I barely can deal with that friendships and building new friendships because I'm so tired all of the time. Yeah, I love my friends and I love the people that I have right now, but it's just hard adding new people. So, but overall, I am doing well. I am doing very well. I am struggling. There's been things going on, but life is not drowning me. It just kind of feels like it sometimes, and we're doing the best we can. So hopefully I will be making more videos. It is my goal this month to start making more videos again, and not just let my executive dysfunction, I don't know if it's executive dysfunction or just fatigue, but hopefully we've figured it out. So I will talk to you guys later. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. Probably just edit this video and then go to work. But I will see you. Bye!